Yeah.
Obviously, they got their agreement somewhere. Yeah. Obviously, they have an agreement somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, they show the nature of Islam. You know, you take a picture with nature of Islam and stuff, but he called himself a Hebrew Israelite.
Right.
You say something?
Yeah, you go, bro.
And the unity camp, when you're new in the truth, they're gonna lead you to something that you're gonna learn something wrong. You know? They're not gonna teach you the truth. You're gonna go off. You're gonna learn something that you're not supposed to learn.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. The truth is pure and undefiled. That's right. And nothing defiled can fall into it. That's right. So if a man talking about something that's off, how does that work? It doesn't work. Right. It doesn't. The scriptures say you don't be a respected persons. You know, to rest judgment. You know what I mean? That's exactly what they actually doing. They're being a respected persons and they justifying it, but you ain't supposed to be a respected person. If a person's going off, you're supposed to tell them. Right. You ain't supposed to tell them, well, we are all brothers, so we could just. No, it don't work like that. That's right. That's right. The scriptures say, if a house be divided, how can it stand? How you gonna call yourself an Israelite and you cool with the unconscious community, black unconscious community? You call yourself an Israelite?
House of Islam.
House of Islam.
Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit should be like, yeah, HOI, yeah. This house of Islam.
No, that's House of Islam.
HOI, I mean, whatever the fuck the shit is, the Islam niggas, man. What are them niggas called? The Islam niggas. What's it called?
Muslim.
What they go by, man?
Nation of Islam.
Nation of Islam.
NOI.
Can't be together.
Yeah, it should be like you at a table full of abominations. You should be disgusted.
Right. Exactly.
You know? You don't want to talk to these niggas, man. I got a quick one.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Psalms 127:1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh, but in vain.
See? Yep. And I guess, like I heard Apostle Gabar say, that dude Barack and I forget the other dude, built that whole little thing up. And it's gonna crash. That wasn't built by the Lord. That was built by y'all. You know? It wasn't built by y'all, by YAHAWASHI. That's for sure. Now you may have some brothers in there that the Lord may have mercy on. You know, may the Most High have mercy on him. But that whole little unity shit, that's not of the spirit, man. You know, that ain't of the spirit, man. The Lord wasn't getting together with the fucking wicked ass scribe and Pharisees and shit. Yep. Every now and then we get together. Nah, man, the Lord wasn't doing that, man. The Lord stuck to who was about the truth. Yep. That's right.
Yeah, even he went amongst them. He went amongst them and deciphered the truth amongst them.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah. When he got amongst them, he was telling them the truth. And there was a lot of arguments. You know, because they didn't want to fall suit under the one who created them. That's right. Hey, we showed the vision. Hey, the Lord said it's given unto you to know the mysteries, but to them it's not given. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord wasn't about the vision, if he's all about Israel, all of Israel coming together, he would have made it plain unto the people. Why the disciples had to pull them to the side? Like, why don't speak plain to them? He said, look, man, ain't given to them. Yeah. It's given unto you. All right.
This Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Right. So, picture this. You in a house and you living with somebody, you believe in the truth, and you living with somebody that don't believe in the truth. You know, you suffering that man to be in your house, and it's your house. This dude want to cook pork, you know? Yeah. You know?
You ain't gonna be able to last a day.
Right. He might be a homosexual. He might bring his partner over. You know? You wouldn't bear that. So why would you set up a debate, or you set up a conference of Israelites? You had one dude that believed that the mark of the beast is Christianity, but you know that shit ain't Adam Abbott teaching. Right. You know that ain't the truth, man. But you suffering it because you don't want to offend nobody. You worrying about what? Hey, that's you fearing their imagination. Right. You letting the incredulity of them trouble you.
Yeah.
You suffering that wickedness, man. You suffering, and you know that shit is wrong. You know that shit is off, man. Go on.
It's Ephesians 5 and I'm part of 8.
Ephesians 5 and 8.
Yeah, Ephesians 5 and 8. Five and 8. It says, "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light, for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them." So you're supposed to
Hey,
reprove
read
them.
that again, bro. Woo! Yeah.
It's Ephesians 5 and I'm starting at the top again. Ephesians 5 and 8. "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them."
But rather reprove them. They like to call the haters and all that, man. It's not we hating, man. We telling y'all what the deal is, man.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
That's it. We telling y'all what the deal is, man.
Right.
Right now, it ain't about coming all together and everybody, because we brothers and we know we Israel.
Right.
The Lord ain't dealing with that.
Yeah, you got the Israel of the Most High.
Yeah.
You got, man, we always talk about the elect.
Right.
Talking about the apostles. Now we're probably the only ones that talk about. Well, now you got Christopher Green talking about the elect.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, we're the only ones that talk about the elect, man.
Yeah.
That's something that y'all don't even go into.
Yeah, man, you gotta put when you talk about the elect, that strike fears in all the men around heart.
Right, because one of the scariest scriptures, many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah.
That's one of the scariest scriptures, man.
You gotta strike fear. You gotta, brothers. When you telling brothers it's only elect, brothers when they go out, when they not at camp and they go home, that's gonna keep them on point, knowing that it's only a certain amount of men that's gonna be chosen. So if you understand that you on your shit, then you got high chances. But if you ain't, then you through.
Yep.
You should, by telling them it's an elect, it's like, damn, oh shit, well, let me make sure I'm trying to make the cuts.
It makes you fight.
It makes you fight, right?
You know?
It makes you do right.
It's just like you had basketball. If brothers ever played basketball, you had a practice. Not a practice, but tryouts, man. Shit, you know everybody ain't gonna make the team. You know that for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a lot of dudes
So
there
you showing out. Everybody on bringing their A game.
Yeah, bro.
You know? So when that paper and them list of names is there, hey, I gave them all.
Right.
You know? There's a 50-50 chance of me being on the team or not, man.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Hey, I wanted to get that word fellowship out.
Okay.
You got it?
No.
I wanted to get a dictionary.com. It says the condition or relation of being a fellow. Friendly relationship. You know, companionship.
Right.
You ain't supposed to have a friendly relationship with a Jake. That doctrine is off, man.
Yeah.
He got long ass hair, longer than his hair, longer than your woman's hair. Like, come on, man. You got dreadlocks. You got niggas with lineups.
Right.
You know. Then you ain't supposed to be in companionship with them, man.
Right.
Yeah. And you know they were probably breaking bread and everything. Because according to you, somebody do a photo op, you're gonna break bread, you're gonna talk about bullshit, so you can become a companion to them. It's 2 Timothy 4 and 2. Preach the word, be in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Right. So we supposed to reprove and rebuke, you know, with doctrine, you know, because we like it ain't nothing personal. But if you going off, you know, you going off. Wrong is wrong, man. Ain't no respected person, man. Hey, we go off, we get rebuked, you know. So it goes for everybody, man. Go on.
I got one more scripture. This is Titus 2 and 15. These things speak and exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no man despise thee. So you're supposed to rebuke these people with the authority. We have the authority with the scripture and by YAHAWASHI to rebuke those people that have doctrine contrary to us, man.
That's right.
You're not supposed to let them defy you with their doctrine. Whatever the shit that they don't believe that you don't believe, they ain't supposed to move you.
Yep. And it's really, that's the Lord rebuking them. Because remember, the Lord is using men to rebuke them. The Lord ain't gonna come down here and tell you that you need to get away from them niggas. The Lord gonna send the prophets to tell you that. It's just that you looking at it from a carnal standpoint. You looking at it as men. Oh, they hate. You know, you're not being spiritual. You're not looking at it. That's the Lord telling you that. But keep, continue in your ways, man. You gonna see. Go on.
2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Woo. Don't be yoked with unbelievers, man. If somebody don't believe in what you believe in, it's only one truth, man. It's only one truth. You know, if they don't believe in what you believe, then all right, what atheist gonna hang out with a Christian? I mean, somebody that believes in the truth. Hey, I ain't gonna hang out with no atheist. I ain't gonna hang out with nobody that don't believe in the Lord. You know? You know what I'm saying? That's just common sense. Like, that's what we was going into. Look for those that be like unto you, be like-minded. You know? Ain't nobody, if you go to school, if somebody goes to school to be an engineer, they gonna hang out with people that's gonna have the same interest. They ain't gonna hang out with somebody that's going there to be a basketball player. You know? Yeah, remember when you remember me when you said that, it sounded like Space Jam. Remember when Michael Jordan came at the end? Yeah. You had Charles Barkley, Sean Bradley, you had Muggsy, what's the Muggsy Bowl in them? And it was like, he ain't a basketball player anymore, he's a baseball player.
You can't answer that.
He's a baseball player, and then they kind of like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that. You doing two different things, it doesn't work like that, man. Right. You ain't gonna have a punker chilling with one of the kids that's like a popular kid in the school, you know? Right. It don't work like that. That's right. I got you out. Yeah, go ahead.
Sirach 13.
Y'all brothers know the tap, but do it smooth though, without
13 and
without
16.
Messing the structure of the camp up.
It says, all flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his life. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly?
You got a thing called the circle of life. You got predator and you got prey. In this very scripture that the brother is reading, you ain't gonna have a predator chilling with the prey. Right. You want the shit, whoever, I'm just gonna double dutch. Whoever gonna double dutch, we're gonna double dutch. Let's go, bro. Read.
Wi-Fi's gonna be missing. It's gonna be missing.
Yeah, I think I'm already connected from the last time. Huh?
Read it again. Sirach 13 and 16. It says, all flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his life. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb, so the sinner with the godly?
Yep, because when you go into, I believe Psalms, the 1st chapter, it tells you that, to be with men of godly men that's basically like-minded. You can't. One thing you don't want to do is be with somebody that's speaking something different, because automatically, when you divide it, it's going to cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? It's friction between two oppositions, man. That's one thing that Paul said. He said the Lord is not the author of confusion. Because this truth is supposed to be straightforward. That's why it's easy for the election to understand it. If you got guys hanging out with Edomites, and we know that the Edomites are our enemies, how you gonna mix the two together? You can't be friends with the damn devil. You can't hold hands with the damn devil. Knowing what the scriptures say. Even 2/3 of our own people that hold hand in hand and be joined. Matter of fact, my brother can give me that in Proverbs. Know to join hand in hand together. They should surely they should surely be punished.
Right.
You know.
They have a scripture that say, what is it? A cheat with
A little louder, brothers, because we got these two brothers right here.
I can't remember how it goes, but basically one animal showing with another animal.
Yeah, that's what this brother. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
right?
Yeah, Sirach 13.
Yeah, you bring on that if you can. You know that Proverbs at? Get that Proverbs.
It says, verse 17, what fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb?
Yep.
So the sinner with the godly.
Yep.
What agreement is there between a hyena and a dog?
Yep. Because just like let's say you got a omnivore and you got a carnivore. You know, well the one that eat the grass is meant to eat the grass, but you got a carnivore which is meant to eat the one that's gonna eat the grass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what if they hanging out together? What you think is gonna happen?
This ain't Disney, man.
The carnivore is gonna eat the omnivore. You know
Right,
what I'm
I was
saying?
about to mention that about Disney and the Lion King show you when Simba had came and met up with Pumbaa and Timon.
Right.
They thought he was gonna eat them.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
he was like, well, we'll teach him, and when we get older, he'll be on our side.
Yeah.
So it ain't supposed to be like that.
No.
It's supposed to be. That's why when what's the name came, Nyla, when she came when Simba got older, she was about to attack the Pumbaa and Timon. And that was in her nature to do that.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Go ahead. Sirach 27 and 12. If thou be among the discreet, the indiscreet, Salah. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be but be continually among men of understanding.
And that's
Let me read it again, man.
Yeah, now go ahead, bro.
It says, if thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
See, that's the point right there. Being amongst men of understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's of sound mind. That, matter of fact, is I believe it's in 1 Corinthians where it say, go ahead, bro, make a point.
Sirach 37 and 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Right, right. Because remember, as a man of the Lord, we're supposed to be teaching this word, right? And if you meditate upon the laws and meditate upon what the scriptures say, you'll know that, okay, you can't be saying that Cornelius is an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Because Edomites ain't gonna be saved. You know what I'm saying? You can't be saying that Job is an Edomite because Job was a man who eschewed evil, which Edomites don't do that. You can't say that the RFI teaching is an embargo as far as Christianity when it's evident in the scriptures that it's the microchip. You know what I'm saying? It's the mark of the beast according to the Bible, man. You know?
Can I add something to that? Yeah, go ahead. The brother read a word that said discreet.
Yep.
The word was discreet, and then Sirach 27, we look up the definition of indiscreet. It says not having or showing good judgment. Revealing things that should not be revealed. Not discreet. So basically things that should not be revealed.
Yep.
So the brother said, the scripture said to not be be mindful of those who are not discreet, man. Basically exactly what the brother just said. People bringing out doctrines and things that don't line up with the scriptures is talking about.
Yep.
You know, the mark of the beast being 666 men, or whatever it is that these guys bring out. Anything other than the chip, you're going off, man. You're not being discreet. You're being indiscreet.
That's
You're
right.
not showing good judgment according to the scriptures, man.
That's right.
It has to be precept upon precept, line upon line.
Matter of fact, good.
Okay?
Yep, go ahead, bro.
That's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you.
Because what is Paul? Paul was an example. You know, so if he's an example and you following him, guess who he's following? YAHAWASHI. Right. You know, and guess what? It's a body. YAHAWASHI being the head, because in order to have ordinance, everything has to be in order. All right. Did y'all bros get that scripture? Yeah. Y'all was able to get it? Okay. Everything has to be in order, man. That's how the Lord works. Matter of fact, brother know that said, let everything be done in decency and order, man. You know? Yep.
I got it right now.
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
And that's the ordinance, man. You know what I'm saying? So we at all given times, the scriptures say reproof, correction, and instructions, all right? Matter of fact, your brother know where that's at, you know.
2 Timothy 3:16.
2 Timothy 3:16. That's what the scriptures are for, inspiration. So if you got a unity camp of guys speaking all types of things, man, you're supposed to automatically, rebuke them. If they don't want to take it, you're supposed to leave them alone. You know? You have to. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
It's Proverbs 13:20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
See, so you're not wise. If you're walking with guys that's saying different things according to the Bible, you're not wise. So guess what? Judgment got to come upon you because you being simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You a foolish son. Can't do nothing with a foolish son, man. Right. That's why you're supposed to stay with men of understanding, man, because you're trying to avoid judgment. I think the scripture say a wise man perceiveth the evil, and he goeth the other way. He hideth himself.
Simple pass on
and are punished. So you're gonna be punished along with the men that you I lost the word I was gonna say.
You're around.
Yeah, exactly.
King David wasn't just around anybody, man. He had his men that he, his like-minded men that he kept himself with.
Hey, that's
like YAHAWASHI.
Hey, that's like knowing that Saul went off, and then King David was still just like, yeah, we just gonna kick it, we cool, like that.
Or like when Saul got rejected, Samuel was kind of fucked up about it. The Lord had to check him on it. It's like him going to kick it with Saul. The scripture say that he never even got with Saul after that.
Yep.
But it's like him going with Saul.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. What was that?
2 Timothy 3:16. It says, I'll start at 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of.
Yep, because that's what the Lord does. He's going to set up men, all right, and they're going to be able to give you exactly what the Lord wants you to know. Exactly. They're going to teach you properly, all right? That's why we have our apostles and elders, okay? And that's exactly what they've been doing, being in examples, all right, unto the flock, unto the sheep, man. Because hey, even sheep are simple, they're simple animals, and they need to be led a certain way. So you got spiritual fathers to do that, all right? Go ahead.
Lord said he gave us pastors.
I got it.
I know that's what you said.
Bring that out.
Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
Yep.
And it ain't, never mind. I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
You see that? So
according to the Lord's heart.
According to the Lord's heart. And when you go to that word heart, it's the Hebrew word la, which means your mind, his mind, So guess what? They're going to be teaching you exactly what the Lord wants you to know.
Yep.
Go ahead. No.
It says, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Yep.
And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith which is in Hamashiach Yahawashi.
Yep.
All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness.
So if you got a unity camp going on and everybody's speaking different, well, it's not profitable for you.
No rebuke policy.
No rebuke policy. It's not profitable for you. You're not profiting in no way. Spiritually, you're not profitable anything. Because it said, I believe it said wise unto
and they have a no rebuke
wise
policy.
Unto what?
But even YAHAWASHI rebuked Peter.
Wise unto salvation. Read that part. Wise, see, it's not profitable, which will lead you to make you wise unto salvation. Unity's not gonna make you wise unto salvation, man. Because it's a remnant anyways. The Lord don't need all of Israel right now, man. And the Lord don't want all of Israel to come together. Our people are bugged the hell out, man. Our people are jacked up in the mind, mentally, physically, and spiritually, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy 3:15 again. And that from a child that has known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation.
Yeah, because you got guys talking about the other nations need to get themselves together so that they can send us back to our land.
The same nigga who was wearing
Exactly. But when you go into the scriptures, when you talk about the chariots, all right, and Yahawashi coming, okay, that's the salvation. You're taking away from the Lord right there, because the Lord is supposed to bring redemption and saving, Go ahead, drop your piece real fast.
Yeah, explanations for nothing, man.
Yeah.
nations.
Hey, because matter of fact, fuck some reparations from the nations. Once we get in the kingdom of heaven, that's gonna be the ultimate fucking reparations.
Yep.
We're gonna get everything, including these heathens' asses, man.
Yep.
You know? So fuck some goddamn 40 acres in the mill or whatever Esau has to offer you, you Negroes out here, man.
Hey, and them curses still gonna be your ass if you go to another land.
Yeah, but then if you give me that, you gonna give it right back.
Yep.
But in the kingdom of heaven, you ain't giving y'all shit.
Nah.
You know, we gonna take everything and y'all ain't getting nothing back, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We gonna own everything and run the whole shebang bang, man.
Yep. Hey, and the Lord gonna make us perfect. Come on now. I don't want to be in a land where it's polluted when I got a whole bunch of fucking rats. You know what I'm saying? With Tel Aviv going on and them doing all type of wickedness over there, eating kosher pig and, you know, all type of nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven, none of that's going to be going on, especially with these heathens. Everything's going to be in a proper order, man.
Even everything itself is an oxymoron. How the fuck is it kosher pig?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking pig.
Exactly.
Make no fucking sense.
And then going over there, hey, the Lord say he gonna bring the nations over there. You know, YAHAWASHI, man. You don't want to be over there, man. Nah. I mean, it don't matter where you at, but you know what I mean.
Go ahead, bro.
That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels.
But that take for you to be humble, you know? If you're gonna be able to attain to wise counsel, you gotta be able to humble yourself down and listen. You gotta be willing to learn, okay? Show some humility, man.
You gotta be willing to admit that you're wrong.
Exactly. That takes humility. Men don't want to do that because they're prideful. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you know what? They'll be undercover learning from the apostles and then take a little bit and then try to incorporate their own thing in.